Chapter 3, Nighttime.
Monroe sailed on in darkness following the Swan's voice, but he never saw a thing. Not the stars, not the Swan, and certainly not the tree he got stuck in. When the clouds lifted, the Swan was gone, leaving Monroe alone in the middle of an immense forest. Since there was nothing else to be done, he jumped.
Well, here's a change. This game has transitioned from being all white to very much all black. I can jump. I appear to still be shooting water. So surprisingly, this game that is famous for painting black on a white environment, now I'm probably spending the majority of the game shooting water instead of black paint. Funny how that turns out, huh? We've got this giant... that's not encouraging. So we had this giant silhouette of the king out there. And now I've managed to fall. I appear to be stuck... Oh. In a river bed, it would appear. Oh, hi there. Boing. Hey, it worked. What am I shooting? I was gonna say black paint, but it goes away. So it's probably just like water, since that's the same characteristic that the water had. Hey, footprints are back. All I can do is navigate by light sources and hope that works out for now. You guys got any friendly balloons around here? Up here, maybe? Nope, we're not going that way. How weird is it to suddenly see textures in this game? As cartoonish as they are. We still have some footsteps to get by. Or get around by. There it is, still waiting for us. In the background, we have this hint at this statue. Oh, cool. Thanks for that, nightmare. Alright. A threat has been made against us. So somewhere out there, there are beasts. How well do you like your chances, huh? You want to deal with some big old spiders? There's a light over there. It looks like a balloon or something. Doesn't seem safe to me. Let's see what happens if I try to go for it. Oh, cool. Death. Death is what happens. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for us. That is not how you're supposed to proceed. Oh, hey. Gotta look around a little bit more than that. Yeah. So stay out of the dark. Surprisingly easy to overlook some of the distant lights. Go for it. We're good. Everything's good. I'm just horribly under attack by nightmare spiders that are in every direction at once. Goody. Spooky, spooky. Hi. Hey! Safety balloon. How you doing? And now I've got a physics object to carry me around the companion cube. This is way better. Until it... Oh. Oh, there's a downward slope here. That's immediately dangerous. For a moment here, you can be like, I have control over the thing that keeps me safe now. But it obeys physics, and that's concerning. Because what if the physics isn't here to obey you anymore? Yep, here it comes. A downward slope. Best of luck, friend. Alright, go, 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 go. Oh no. Oh no. Hey there, buddy. Come back here. Ooh boy. No, bad spider, go away. Yeah. This was such a happy, friendly game. Remember that? They love their hint of darkness. I would say probably go that way, right? Aw, look at the stars reflected on the ground and above. Hey! I'm definitely missing a lot of you guys in the darkness. Definitely. I don't think I can reach it from here. I probably need to shoot it before I jump down or something. So if you get every single one of those, you get unlockable special powers. One of them is basically a sniper rifle. Like, one of them lets you shoot your globs of paint or water at, like, infinite distance in a straight line, for example. Like, their abilities like that. Or one of them gives you the hose power, so you can just torrent out 100 shots at once. They're kind of pointless, but they're just amusing little things to unlock. Don't leave me. Oh no. I can't go in the water. Just gotta try to stay near the light source. As it has continued to defy me, basically. Get out of here. Oh no. What do you think goes bump in the night? Am I inside this thing? Oh, I am. Awkward. No collision on that particular object. Hey there. Oh, you're going faster. Stop that. Hey, the frog. It's probably not alive. It's I mean, it's probably not the other one's probably not alive. This is probably a different one. Boink. Where are you going? Oh, another balloon. Oh, that's the same one I got, I think. Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh, it's going faster than I am. Oh, I'm super dead. That was a bad time. Hey there. Yeah, despite introducing a death mechanic, there's not really much consequence for it. There's another balloon over there. Holy crap. Yeah, I think I remember this being the chapter that's the most missable balloons in the game because they're in the dark and oftentimes you're trying to move at a certain pace. So it took a few playthroughs to find them all. Whoa. Was that like a crocodile? A beast in the water? Alright, let's get you off this. But stay in range. Okay, you're really not getting past this whole thing, are you? I thought you were past it at that point and I was gonna be there. There we go. Go, go, go. Get out of here, spiders. Yeah. Oh, a story. Is it stuck? Yeah, it's gonna be stuck here. This dam.
The king was tired of creating perfect kingdoms only to attract less than perfect subjects. He decided he'd have to leave a legacy the old-fashioned way, with a family. So he began to build one, starting with a house.
That's not really where you start building a family. You need, like, people first. Although this guy ran away from his family, seemingly, so maybe he's not so clued in on some of that stuff. Don't know how this guy ticks exactly. But maybe we'll learn. Yeah! This looks like a nice, level, controllable spot. Alright, so we started building a house. We have a letter over here. And I don't see any eyes and spiders around here, so we might be out of the woods. Not literally. We're still in the woods, as you can tell. Actually, that direction doesn't look a lot like the woods. Maybe we are genuinely out of the woods. Literally and figuratively.
The king had never had much luck with people, so instead of trying to find a wife, he painted one. When she opened her eyes, the king was astonished. He had created a female version of himself. The king was in love.
The king might be a massive narcissist. I'm just gonna marry myself. Hello. So we have clearly the shape of a staircase, but no staircase. Kind of need a staircase. The one that's real. Can I shoot these globes from here? No. We're not gonna get much out of you. You're stuck in there. Got a light source that my balls shoot through. And I saw a light over here. Ah, we have a portal surface. Isn't that neat? I always get a kick out of that stuff. That's one of the things that made me like Prey when it came out. The first one from 10 years ago. Is that Prey featured portal surfaces like that. Even before Portal ever came out. Just want to hit it once. Not exactly a completionist run, but it's right there. Yeah. Ta-da! 4 out of 22. It's not a great percentage. Allons-y. Well, this is a nice change from Nightmare Woods. Really makes you kind of figure why you would bother with shelter at all. I was wondering if the thing behind me transitioned at all while I went through. And so here we are. In House Land. Land of the House. Hello. That's different, isn't it? I don't really remember how this works. Let's figure it out together. There we go. I've created a block for myself. Let's try to continue. Try to make my way to that house if I can. That's way further away than I thought it was going to be. Whoops. Yeah. We're getting higher. You could even grow them out of walls, which makes them red instead of green. Oh. Well, I feel silly. It's clearly a balloon right behind where I started. May as well make the trip. Yep. Can I make the jump? Hey, I did. It's hard to tell because everything's one color. When you're looking in certain directions, it's hard to tell whether or not you're currently moving. Hey there. Try again. There we go. Whoa. Sure, have that thing. Enjoy being a tower. That I've accidentally created, basically. I wonder what kind of dimensions you can get away with here. Well, first of all, you're trying to build stuff that doesn't necessarily land where you aim. Because it obeys physics, so good luck. I was going to try to make another bridge to see if I could make a straight line across the whole thing, but that seems to be beyond the maximum dimensions. It seems like they're probably going to want me to build a staircase, right? Like, bloink. I'll give it a go. Then I'll work out. Slightly stingy staircase. Ta-da! We've got ourselves a porch. Created by somebody who's throwing globs of paint at a wall. A+. Hi. And that is a trip. So my staircase is here on the real house from the real world now. But we created it within the creation portal or whatever you want to call it. Time for things to get weird. These don't seem to react to me. Buckets of paint, it looks like. A library. Yeah, I can't light up lanterns in here. But we're missing a whole floor in here. Well, we've got to get upstairs. What are we gonna do? Sorry. Let's not turn this into Blue's Clues.
Bursting with joy, the king locked himself in his workshop painting gifts for his queen. He never saw her lack of interest, though she made no effort to hide it. The only gift she kept was his first, a little silver paintbrush.
Oh. He constantly made paints. Wait. He constantly made presents for her, and she never cared about any of them besides the one that let her make her own paintings. So that means that if it's a copy of the king, that means that he probably would never care about anything that she made. They're probably because of narcissism, basically. They just want to create and be appreciated for what they create, but don't care about what other people create. The nursery. So let's see if this works in this world, now that I'm not in Blue Land. It appears to be no. I need to find a portal somewhere first. Is that the crib? Oh, nope. Yeah, this is where you'd keep the baby. Oh, there you go.
Every day, the king painted a new room for the house, and every day he abandoned it as not good enough for his queen. While he slept, the queen spent her nights painting creatures of the forest, though she never finished a single one. 5 months went by before the king noticed she was pregnant.
Maybe you'd make a good enough room for your queen if you finished one. Whoa. Concern is the word. Hi. Hope you're not afraid of heights. Hi. Hey, it landed where I aimed. Unexpected. Let's just work on this floor, huh? Alright, I've got a floor to get across, if nothing else. There may be a specific puzzle where if you make a certain configuration, you get a, maybe if you make a certain pattern, you can get to a certain, balloon in the real world or something. They probably hid them here. There's one up there. Little crown over here. What happens if I go back through here? Just the same staircase? Yep, there's just no floor here. Concerningly. The whole room back here. We can't interact, though, if it's just white. Oh. Alarming. So most of the stuff has, like, sketches of where the stuff goes in the environment. Except you. Hi. Definitely something freeing about being able to just make platforms like this. It reminds me of the game Cube, which I haven't played on the channel. But it has a similar kind of feeling of just throwing cubes and assigning them to walls and things like that, and then having a bunch of puzzles attached to that kind of mechanic. A balloon! Another hexagonal room. Does it have a maze drawn on it? No, those are just incomplete patterns. That's not really a maze. So another room that looks reminiscent of the room that he lived in, the king, in the real world. I should not have jumped like this. I kind of got myself into some trouble just now. That's fine. Just that by jumping down here, I've kind of limited my options a little bit. There we go. Gotta find my way back up. Okay, I felt better about that until I was actually almost at height with it. Yep. There we go. Let's go climb our tower. This was a person who lived in a house where they were used to looking down at the rest of the world. Any balloons around here? Ah! Gone put a ladder up there, huh? Well, I'd want to be able to reach it from over here. So now I've just got to make a way to get up there. That'll be a start. This dang goose can just fly on its own. It's cheating. Uh-oh. Too high. There we go. I'm just trying to make you shoot over there. That almost made the difference, didn't it? Alright, we gotta jump down. This was not planned ahead properly. This is very much like me patching my problems. Oh no. I made you stick out too much. There we go. Kind of got around it. Almost got me in trouble. Ta-da! More broken ladders. Who's ruining this place constantly? Hey! 7 out of 22 in this chapter. Uh-oh. Oh. I kind of wish that I would have fallen all the way down and respawned. I've made that kind of made things worse. That's fine. Climbing again. Let's plan this better. This game is so many things. It's a weird game. It's ultimately like, whoa. That's not gonna do much good. So Edith Finch is very focused in what it's trying to do, and what its feeling is it's trying to evoke, and so on. This game kind of does whatever it feels like. It's much more experimental and unsure of what to do with a game, it almost seems. Which is interesting, because it's their fledgling game. They're like, what is our company? What do we make? What is our identity? Yep. Hey there. We've gone and made our way upstairs. There's a telescope here. What else is there? Oh, we're in the top of a telescope room. Neat. Let's poke around a little bit. Ah. That's concerning. Whoa. Is gravity inverting inside there? Not necessarily, but it seems like the... Ah? It seems like my paint bursts are going in different directions when they go through there. I bet I'm supposed to go inside that, but let's check the telescope.
Hey.
Ah, Journey. A reference to Journey. Some distant planet with a split mountain and wanderers. And up there you can see the king again. If you don't know what Journey is, go check that out. That's a neat game. Also, I played it on the channel already. So you can always go find that. So this should be the right angle that makes it diagonal. Yep. There we go. I guess we can get up here. And, oh yeah, I bet, yep, gravity's gonna change here. What happened to the other block I made? You took it away. I made 2 blocks. It made the whole thing make more sense. That's concerning. Uh-oh. Die, grapefruit. Oh, we're continuing through here. I thought we would replay the same level I just went through, but with all the changes made. But it was just this one room. Well, the dark doesn't seem to be threatening me right now. Not yet. And we're back in the range where this stuff changes brightness as you go.
On the night before the queen was to give birth, she left. All she took was a single unfinished painting. When the king woke, he found no explanation, and he never did.
Dun dun dun! It turns out that we are the son of Milton. Monroe is Milton's son. I am playing as Milton's narcissistic son. By which I mean, like, he painted a female version of himself, who then left him when they were pregnant, and probably had birth in the real world. And that's it. That's the unfinished Swan. Also, weird. The yellow parts of the painting are on a layer higher than the rest of the painting. Like, from here it looks like a complete thing, but as you walk around, the yellow moves around. Whoa, weird. So just like that, it's revealed who we are, because we see the unfinished Swan. And it reveals all. And taking after their extended family, we once again have a kingdom of sorts, a house that's in the ocean. Part 5, the King's Monument. So off the coast of the actual continent. Oh, look at all that light back there. You see their new home, although this one doesn't seem to be a ship.
For 9 years, the king didn't paint a thing. Then, he had a vision. A colossal monument of himself that would be his legacy for the ages. But he hadn't even finished painting the scale model, which was over 100 feet tall itself, when his powers began to fail.
The king's dying. It's over. So much time has passed. 9 years just in that jump itself. Is he reaching his end? His powers are draining. What else could it mean if the powers are just in his mind to begin with, or however the hell this place manifests? Is the electric fence necessary? Who are you really keeping out?
The king never finished another painting. Then one night he went to sleep and couldn't even finish his own dream. And he's been trapped inside it ever since.
Oh no. Well, there's electric stuff everywhere to keep me out, so that's not really going to help me a whole lot. I can't tell where there's a floor or not. Here we go. So can we unplug you? Hey! I see you. You're not tricking me, balloon. What are the cables charging off of? A lemon? The lemon tree? Because they glow? Oh, the whole thing's singing now. Oh, great. Goody goody. Go, go, go. Never mind, I am sinking his entire area. Turns out it is floating. Uh-oh. It has more in common with Edith Finch than expected. He's got mustache paintings? Oh. It's a good thing there's stuff here made of wood. How is this thing still sinking at this rate? Ah. Thank goodness for silhouettes and very spaced out water. Got it. One more balloon for me. Don't even care. Got it. They give you exactly as much silhouette and light as you need to proceed and nothing more. There's so you can see so little. We're reaching the top now. Oh goodness. The unfinished Swan. Where are we going? Wow, the entire thing's underwater at this point. Turns out that lemon was kind of important.
As Monroe stood there trying to think of something to say, the statue shuddered and the hatch slammed shut. And now there was no more need for talking. The king was awake.
Chapter 4, The King's Dream.
Ah, it's you, the boy from my dream. What a strange dream it was. My life's work was being destroyed, and all I could do was watch.
Come, sit here by the fire.
It all began right there, in the house I grew up in. I heard a heavy knocking at the door, just like on the night I left. I opened the door, but there was nothing there, just white space.
We once again shoot water. They always give us a thing to shoot every time, don't they? So that's how I imagine myself, always this guy. Even though I'm clearly a tiny little person, I'm clearly like in child mode and I still have a mustache. That's how his fantastical version of himself works. That's a trip. There's a giant king in that picture. And a goose or something. Everything is cross-hatched and sketchy. I should probably find this concerning. Like a Beetlejuice type situation where there's just nothing out here. Ah. Oh, there kind of is. Where am I now? There's the door. Okay. It's like before, but without the paint. Oh, is it the first level? But with paint, but with water now, so it's like way more awkward to get around and tell where I am going.
I got outside. Disaster. Some miscreant had painted everything. My garden was ruined.
Oh. It's his dream about me.
And then my statue spoke and said, "Help me! Some little hooligan is running around splattering everything in the garden. I think he's headed for the... Something got in my mouth." Oh dear.
Well, that's not great news for you. I'll clean you up.
I saw my unfinished labyrinth, abandoned and forgotten.
Then it got covered in
And then
paint.
the credits appeared.
Your dreams have credits?
Oh yes, and subtitles.
I have so many questions now. Also, I'm talking to a hippo. Well, I'm listening to somebody else talk to a hippo. Hello? Upside down land. This is a trip. We've got to navigate his dream. We have to beat the credits as a playable level, which is amusing.
And then I saw my beautiful city strangled by those disgusting vines. I built it to stand 100 lifetimes, and instead it'll be buried in one, a monument for weeds.
Look at that. Actually, don't see a lot of vines. It's just the one that I'm growing right now. Because the main green thing I'm seeing is the trees. Is that our escape? You seem to be showing the reflection of stars, which is weird. Oh my goodness, they're hiding balloons in the credits. Of course they are. It's a little hard to see my surroundings when I'm on the wall. Can I get up this way? There we go.
The dining hall was full of people, like the old days. It smelled like roasted goose. For a moment, I was happy.
Once again, seeing a silhouette of ourselves, but no longer as a tiny mustached man. It's water-resistant candles.
Then suddenly, I was alone again. The world had become cold and dark. I felt my own death rising up around me.
Well, where are we going with this? Pick up box. Whoa, new power. Go! I suddenly have the ability to pick up objects and move them around. Just in time for the credits. How we doing back there? I'm hearing noises I'm not happy about.
I floated past chunks of the house I built, or started building. Scarcely 10 years later, and the whole thing was in ruins. My works were meant to last forever, but most of them will be gone before I am.
Terry Gilliam. I think I just
At
fell.
a funeral. My own, as it turned out. No one was there. Except you.
Oh, he's gone. I saw the kid for just a tiny moment. It's the Jurassic Swan! So that's me. I'm playing as me now. Oh. Well, that's disrespectful. Oh, it's fine. It cleaned up itself. Oh, well, now it's definitely disrespectful. I'm climbing over it.
Monument. My last hope of leaving something that would live on after me. And I began to walk towards it. And with each step I took, I got larger. I just kept growing and growing, like a teenager.
A bit more than a teenager.
With a gentle push, my monument crumbled and sank. I saw my life's work laid out in front of me. Soon it would crumble into dust or be painted over by someone who would come after me, the same way I painted over what was here before me. When the universe ended, I knew that everything I'd made was over. And as I sat there, looking out into the darkness, I thought back on all the things I'd built and left unfinished. I realized something. I wasn't sad that it was all gone. I had fun making all that stuff. I would have done it anyway. And then, somehow I knew that when I woke up, all my work really would be destroyed. And that's when you showed up. I don't know how you got here, but I'm glad to see you. I have something for you. This brush isn't mine anymore. My work is over. It belongs to you now. I hope it makes you happy and that someday they will say, he is a better man than his father. That door will take you anywhere you want to go. But leave quickly, child. None of this will last for long.
And that night, even though he was very tired, Monroe did something that would have made his mother very happy. He painted.
Oh, he finished the Swan. The end. And that's the Unfinished Swan, the entire game. It's not a big game. It's a neat little thing. It definitely seemed to inspire a handful of projects because it caught some momentum for a little while. It's a charming little chapter of it's like a micro story just about creation, and then that's about it really, about creative processes, and it's just a whimsical little dream story that goes away in about the length of a movie, basically. Definitely as somebody who, like, I generally go into a lot of this stuff hoping for puzzles, so I definitely come away a little bit underwhelmed with the actual mechanics involved. Some of the stuff feels like it could have been explored a little bit more, but maybe not. It really is just a whimsical little thing. You get through it real quick and then you move on, and that's about it. The mechanics probably don't have that much more room to expand. Some of them don't even last an entire chapter. Like, Chapter 1 introduces this paint on the walls mechanic that the game's known for probably more than anything, but even that doesn't last the entire first chapter, although the first chapter is admittedly, actually no, I think Chapter 2 is longer than Chapter 1. So it's not even the longest chapter, and I think it doesn't quite last the entire chapter, as it turns out. So that's the painting part. This is the vines part, and a few other mechanics. And it's a little longer just because of the time it takes to climb vines. The nighttime thing's pretty much just keep within... The first half is stay within the light, and then the second half is make a few blocks to get through, and then the last one is just like a micro section of just the credits, just to be cute. So it's not... Mechanically, there's not much to the game, and from a storytelling perspective, there's not much to the game. It's kind of just... I'd say it's mostly a game that gets by on gimmicks and charm, basically. Like that initial moment of going into the opening area and slathering paint on everything to see, like it's a memorable moment. It sticks with you and you want to talk to other people about it, and I think that's kind of what its primary victory is. The game kind of reminds me of like one of those random Doctor Who episodes where you're like, I don't know if the story was great or the acting was great or any of like the stuff was technically amazing on any real impactful level, but it was just an idea, and the idea was impactful, and that's all that it needed. And so they probably were like, oh, that's about as far as each mechanic's gonna go. I guess we'll tie a bow on it, and then the game's over. And then the game's over. More or less. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching like always. I figured I'd go in this as the follow-up to Edith Finch. That's definitely a game that had more confidence and more specificity of vision, and like had a big, complete thing that they'd get a more lengthy game out of. I guess Edith Finch is like twice as long as this game, isn't it? Definitely had more resources for that one than this one. Thanks for watching like always, guys, and I'll see you next time.